A city without walls will not stand. A nation without borders will not stand. It will destroy. I don't think anybody understand. I don't think many people understand what is going on, but the barbarians, they are within the gates. Don't come for me saying, "Oh, what barbarians? You're calling people barbarians." There's two sets of immigration that's going on right now. There's an immigration that's prior to 2020, and then there's an immigration after 2020. Actually, three sets, because there was a point of immigration from right after 9/11 up until like the Obama era. That's also another set of immigration. And because your politicians will not tell you, let me expound on what's really going on. Besides the spiritual components of when you import foreign entities into your land, right? Let me explain a little bit. They are going to make America a third world nation, a third world country nation, if people don't stand up and actually do actions. That's why you got to pay attention to the people that you're voting in. One of the things that the Democratic Party is focusing on right now is, if you notice, they're pulling away from abortions, they're pulling away from LGBT, they're pulling away from inclusivity, but they're focusing on other areas that will allow immigration. The problem is not with legal immigration. The problem is we are dealing with illegal immigration.
And she's right. And she's right because if you can break the system, you can lean it more towards your side. The biggest problem is that when they're doing that, they're also breaking your household. And I don't hate Democrats. I don't hate liberals. I don't have a problem with liberal. If you have a liberal mindset, I have no problem with you because that is your mindset. I can literally be okay with a person whose pants is sagging and I'm standing next to him. I'm just looking at him. He wants his pants to sag. That's his mindset. I don't care. We're talking about a coalition. Remember in 80s, Jesse had the Rainbow Coalition? This is another type of coalition. They don't need to focus on LGBTQ. They don't need to focus on any of that. They don't need to. They could just focus on immigration and let it lean. And I keep saying, when you cannot define habeas corpus, and you can't say that habeas corpus is something that is for an American citizen, and you give it to everyone because they broke into the borders of your wall, we have these issues that happen. I stay on this. I continue to talk about this as a true African American who is here, okay? Who came here legally and did everything the right way. And I'm sitting back and I'm looking and I'm like, this Joker don't know nothing about the 50 states. He don't know nothing about what's the capital of this. They can't even read the freaking signs on the street. U-turns that kill families. But this is the thing. If it's for the black people and it's the lie, this doesn't benefit black people. If anything, it displaces black people. And I keep saying, why are we letting our leaders do this to us? Why can we not tell them this is BS? And the sympathy that we have for people that are displaced financially, I get it. But guess what? There are people displaced all over this world financially. Does that mean they all get a place here? Where where does the standard change? Where does it shift? Where do things adjust? Does it just is there ever going to be an adjustment? We can't give this to everybody. The goal of what we should be doing and what we should do. And I've seen people like Gary Vee do it, and I've seen some other people, and I'm not talking about Akon. They're doing things in Africa. They're doing things in third world countries to benefit them. It's no different than if you've got the tools, you've got the ability, let's go do it. I'm not saying send our money over there to go do it. God, come on. And if we do send money, let the American people say how much we want to send. Let us vote on it. Don't let it be a secret stash bill that's tied in that these bills are freaking 1,000 pages and none of these Congress people read it. None of them. The only reason this is becoming an issue is because somebody's talking about it. Because it's been going for a while. It's been going on for a long time, y'all. Listen. And you're talking to somebody that when I flip houses, and I haven't done a flip this year. I'm probably not going to do a flip for next year. The bread is over there where the money's being lent. If you're loaning the money, that's where the bread is. But my workforce would always be Venezuelan, Colombian, black, occasionally, white. Some of the white dudes who did one of my flips in Griffin, Georgia, dude, them boys was bad. They were just, it was just not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. Okay, so let's make sure we good with that. Not bad meaning bad, but I'm talking about bad meaning good. But they came in, they got the job done, they did the work, and I was able to put it on the market and get maximum return. I got over asking. Look really good. So you got great people that are here. Great people that came here to work. Not everybody's a criminal, God. Don't let them fool you. I'm not saying that everybody's a criminal. But you do have a lot of people that you know nothing about that walk down the street. And when we address it, if just the mere thought of talking about it creates hate and dissension by people on the left, government officials, they tell you to shut up. You may even get some black people that look at you upside down. Why are you doing that to the Mexicans? Can I say it? Nigga, please. Please. Whatever. Ninja, take a break. Because it's not your children that they're around. My wife walked into one of our fix and flips we were doing a while back. A year, 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. Guy was very good. His crew, impeccable. It was one person on there. My wife, and I know when my wife gets when her ding 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 goes off, she's 99.9% right. That's what I pay for. You know what I'm saying? That's what I invest my love for. I need somebody to have my 6. She's like, babe, I don't think he believed it. He belonged. He looking at me. Something's not right. Women know this. You know when you walk into a room and you see those weird guys, and they're weirdos. They're straight weirdos. You know, they're weird. They're just weird. And if you're a weirdo guy and you're listening to this, you're just a weirdo guy. You need to stop it, really. And I'm not even going to sugarcoat it because there's a lot of weird Negroes around here. Okay, ninjas around this piece. And you make women uncomfortable, and it makes it bad for the good ones. Stop being weird. Stop acting like you never saw a woman before in your life. This was the type of situation that's like, oh. He had to go. He had to go. And you don't think that it is. And this is not meant to put fear into you. It's meant to make you aware. Because we don't quite know what we fight against. The whole thing that took place, and I'm running the course and I'm on this other point, and I swear I'm going to come right back to this. But one of the biggest things that you got to realize even taking place when we look at this, well, anyway, I'm not going to go down there. Let's stick to what the sis is saying. Let's stick to what she's saying. Come on.
That guy in the middle of Manhattan saying his declarations and proclamation of Allah is just a token of a clarion call that was ignited in all other cities across the nation. Because why do you think he has so much confidence? Why do you think he has so much position and authority to do that? In the middle of Manhattan. New York City is the capital, the finance capital city of the world. Did y'all forget what's really going on? This was get people over, infiltrate the communities, get into government, and then conquer the people. I don't think y'all understand what's really going on. And while many of you guys were saying that, oh, we don't want Christians in our schools, and we don't want Christians, and we don't want Christians teaching our children, and we don't want Christian, la, 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 la. The one thing about Christians is we don't impose on other people. The biblical Christian. Because what you...
She had to correct herself. The biblical Christians, not the real, like, the ones that actually love God. You know what I'm saying? God loves them and they have a relationship. We're not talking about the ones that kind of push themselves on you and stand on a corner. Hell is coming. Joke, you need to sit down. 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 Really. You're scaring people. You're not recruiting. You're pushing away. You're not drawing people in. You're not attracting people. Like, you're actually pushing them away. And nobody ever talks about that. And that's a different thing. Nobody ever talks about that. Go ahead. I'm going to let this run real quick. I'm going to stop real quick. Go ahead.
Don't realize is the amount of illegal people that entered, that infiltrated this country, is going to turn down this country if something is not done. These people came from places where they had to be savages. See, when y'all travel, y'all love to go to the tourist part. How come y'all don't go to the inner country and really see how these people live? These people are cutthroat. They have no means, or they have no morality, and they definitely don't have no boundaries when it comes between your life and their life. Because it's not only the government system, the corporations, they need to have a complete overhaul. Why? Because they're
she
part of the problem too.